This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the toss play now, running left. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the quarterback's got to be much more cognizant of the line to gain. If you're going to leave it short, at least do it on their side of the field.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. In the red area, it's Hardy. And he stopped just short, out of the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They test the middle to get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Scanning the field. It's Reed. Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. That's a great throw by the junior QB. Not afraid to air it out.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Bringing pressure. Using his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. They'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And he's got it, no problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a touchdown. Oh, if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, LSU, 3.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. Looks like LSU has the first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his back. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. Catch made down inside the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He keeps it on a design run. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Chris, Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, LSU. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. What a move, and he's free. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This is a swing kick. Picked up by one of the up men. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return.
First and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, giving him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
To the air, it's Johnson. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin?
Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. With sure hands, it's Durham. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. becomes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Here's the option play. Russell out of bounds, close to the end zone. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Designed quarterback run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's SZN. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Looking to scramble. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT puts him up 3. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Makes a quick catch. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first half.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Gonna run it. It's Hardy. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back. It's SZN. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. Here he goes. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now. Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that.
Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. Picks up the first and still running. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
He's These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup. Trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
Grab down the middle. It's Hill. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here's the 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Thurman. Powering through the defender. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's SZN. The pass rush closing in. Caught near the sticks. And Smith. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Near the goal line. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. QB keeps it himself. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense is still clicking.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Ohio State 42, LSU 32.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that Miami Bengals offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Scanning the field. It's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
On the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but forced down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Parker. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. 1st and long now after the penalty. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The ball is caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To the air. It's Reed. Looking to scramble. Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. Didn't get going at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He escapes the pocket. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Hit as he released it. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Quick juke to get free. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running.
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Completion makes it second and short. To throw, it's Reed. That's reeled in. It's Durham. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the move now. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this second.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. The pocket breaking down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
The important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Looking for 6. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Chewing clock with the running game. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
He gets loose. Jukes to get free. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. Boom. Running with it. Again, ripping through the defense. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. And he gets out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He loses the football. The offense recovers the fumble with the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fair catch made at the 10. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Reed. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Using his legs on the scramble, quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Reed. Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And that'll do it. We